Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever or whenever you're watching this video. Welcome to another episode of Just the Tip. I think we have six now. Yeah, six. I think that's what it'll be. Anyway, we're going to talk about showing and not telling. Uh, I hope you enjoyed the last video. This video is gets us more into that concept we all agree that the mainstream just doesn't do anymore, and that is uh, bringing the viewer or the reader into your work. Um, Let me explain. What does show don't tell mean? Well, show don't tell means that by showing the relationships and feelings instead of just telling your reader about them, forces a much deeper connection between the reader and the work, or your target reader and the work. So, an example of this would be I heard something coming up behind me and it scared me and it scared me. All right? So, this is basically somebody telling someone that they got scared because they heard something coming up behind them. It's very self-explanatory, but it doesn't pull you in. So, let's try this. Um, the scrape of the slow footsteps came from behind him, increasing the pace of his already rapidly pounding heart. So you can see with this, we feel the fear. We can empathize with this. A number of us, if not all of us, have had this situation happen to us, and if you haven't, it will someday happen. Now, this sentence is not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, I have an adverb here, and that is a big no-no, right? You don't want to use adverbs, and we'll have another discussion on that later. But we could just do that, and boom, the scrape of the slow footsteps came from behind him, increasing the pace of his already pounding heart. So do we see the difference here? How this is just giving us information, and this is bringing us into the story, right? Um, so as you can see, it's far easier to bring your target audience into the scene and help them suspend their disbelief, therefore accelerating their enjoyment of your work. So let's try it again. So Harry, my best, was my best friend. I could always tell him everything, and we'd been through so much together. It's short, two sentences, pretty sweet. I could always tell him everything, and we'd been all through so much together. And it gives us the information, right? So let's do this a little better. Instead of thinking about Harry on the plane, let's meet Harry in the airport. As soon as I saw Harry, everything came back. Our smiles lit up our faces. As we remembered all the tough times we needed one another from soul crushing feats to times that made a blush rise to my cheeks. As soon as I saw Harry, everything came back. Our smiles lit up our faces as we remembered all the tough times we needed one another to get through, from soul crushing defeats to times that made a blush rise to my cheeks. So, you can say Harry's the best friend, but was he the best a best friend as in you just hung out with him and had a good time, or did you go through things together? So this brings the reader into it, shows the smile, shows the blush. Yeah, we use the word soul crushing to show the toughness of what we've done. Now, I could have done this a little better. I'm doing it on the fly, and that'll probably get rewritten on the rewrite. For this part is still telling, right? But that would probably require a paragraph or more, right? So just think about it. And normally you're going to catch all this stuff on the edit, not on the beginning. But anyway, that's today's Just the Tip. I hope you enjoyed. And remember, your life is your greatest story. Make it a good one. And good night.